the aquila on his belt so tightly that the gold wings draw blood from his fist.
You are right, your lordship. Wishing to abandon my post is cowardice and an offense against him.
After a moment's hesitation, the old man holds out his staff to you.
Please take it. This mighty instrument is the last reminder of Adeline and the others of my guilt. It was with this that I performed the last ritual. I have no right to carry it any longer and would like it to be yours. A reminder of the painful lesson my pride has taught me.
Okay, so this is... Telepathy. Allies of the staff wielder have their dodge increased. Vision of the death. Oh, we need to see what is this. Okay. I want to see now what that thing is. Let's see who can. Nope. Maybe Idira. Nope. Maybe it's Idira, but what is this? Must be something really, really cool. Oh, telepathy. So vision of death. The target must pass willpower resistance test. It failed, the target suffer so many mental damage. The part of damage equal to 30% of target's current wounds cannot exceed 300. If passed, the target instead suffers psyker staff power level. This is heroic act, desperate measure. So once again, the target must pass a willpower resistance test. If failed, the target suffers psyker's staff power level plus psyker's psi rating plus 30% of the target current wounds mental damage. The part of damage equal to 30% of target's current wounds cannot exceed 30%. Not 300. If passed, the target instead suffers. Okay, so this is something, yeah, like Idira. This is all Idira. But I wonder how much damage is actually this one. For Idira, if I am to play with Idira, I like the zapper more. Okay. So let's go back on the bridge. Everybody heal. Yep. Yep. And let's continue our trip. Go. I'm guessing everyone is healed now. So, where are you, Idira? Can you? Yes, you can use this one. So I wonder what is the difference. So this is 4-8. You see? So, I wonder how much damage this thing does. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna try one of these two and see. Maybe we find some super cool gun. Okay. Oh my god, look at this one. So this might be good for... not Rel. No. Abelard, no. Who can use this one? Reject the flash. Rank 1. Ah, Pascal. So... okay, yeah. This is much better for you, Pascal. Now that you're gonna join the party. So, okay, let's continue. Yeah. Actually, let's visit. What do we have here? Ah, we already did this. Ooh, points of interest. Attack Governor Wyatt's estate. Already explored. Okay. So this is Janus. Okay. Let's go back. And let's go here. Yeah.
When the Lord Captain arrived on the bridge during the warp jump, he found the on-duty officers in a state of utter confusion. They claimed they had been receiving orders from the bridge for several minutes, orders authorized by the rogue trader, but the Lord Captain had been absent. Curiously, the orders had been signed by the late Theodora von Valancius. After a thorough investigation, the tech priest attributed the strange incident to the whims of the machine spirits.
The ship left the hostile immaterium and returned to real space. Okay. Let's see. What do we have here? Let's scan this. Ooh. A surviving piece of archetype mechanism of unknown purpose discovered among the wreckage of an ancient imperial vessel on one of the planets in Silence of Mercury. Okay. Yep. We're gonna extract this. I still have 7. Okay. Scan. Nothing. Scan. Ooh. Oh yeah, promoting. We need that. And let's go here. I wonder, can we scan the sun? And here we have plastic, that one also. Okay, now let's go back. And you are here. Can you... Oh. Chart new routes, please. Ooh. We might have to go this way. Okay. It's... yeah. It's dangerous, but it's okay.
Lord Captain, an urgent report from the vessel's shrine. A group of unknown assailants has invaded his temple and plundered the incorruptible relics of your ancestors, slaughtering devout worshippers as they went. The high factotum is among the casualties. Had Master Montag and Mistress Sourback not arrived in time. Fortunately, Master Danrock survived and remains conscious, albeit in great pain. He implores your lordship to come to the temple and hear his confession. And so it comes to pass. Kibellah's somber voice fills the broadcast. I performed a reading of his tarot after the morning watch siren, but the visions sent by the Undying One were too indistinct. I saw rivers of blood flowing toward the bones of the dead, and a blurred figure, laughing, treading upon the ashes of the fallen. It is now clear, the Undying One desires me to follow the figure's tracks. Thus, my hunt begins.
Okay. Okay, let's go with that. No. This one. Let's go with Idira. Let's check her new gear. Oh my god. What happened here? Ooh. So we have Jocasta. Let's talk with Jocasta. Yeah.
Traitorous vermin. I'll get you wherever you are.
Among the antique weapons, You spot the maul known as the Ferrum Fatum. Legend has it that its head split when it cracked open the skull of the loathsome demon Brenazar the Flayer.
Let's talk with Einrich.
Lord Captain, the great relic has been stolen. This is sacrilege.
Let's talk with Adalbert.
Let us bring his wrath down upon our foes. May their retribution be inescapable and their punishment severe.
Can we talk with the dog? Okay.
Don't move, Master Danrock. You are bleeding too much as it is.
Let's talk with Janris.
The Master-at-Arms is barking orders. Confessor Adalbert is murmuring a prayer, and the Infernus Master is circling the chapel with a keen eye, as if watching for a threat. Kibellah quickly sweeps her gaze over the destruction before focusing on the bloody footprints that stretch from the ruins of the reliquary. The High Factotum's velvet coat is streaked with blood, and Janris himself is deathly pale. A Medicae officer is working on the black gunshot wound in his chest, and Janris grunts faintly with every touch. He focuses his eyes on you with tremendous effort.
Forgive me for not greeting your lordship with a bow. I must tell you, Nemesite has stolen the great relic.
Nemesite? Yet another spin on that old wives' tale?
This old wives' tale was blessed with amazing corporeality. Whoever the bastard in the red scarf was, he went by that name and spoke very impertinently of your lordship. He dared to mock your generosity and sneeringly thanked you for the supplies you used to pacify the serfs of the Foundry Bay. The scoundrel boasted that his fighters have made good use of the gifts.
Just another arrogant rebel, wrapping himself in a crimson rag and wreaking havoc for the adoration of the commoners.
Not this time. No one has ever dared to raid the upper decks before. Never in the ship's history has the fury of the rabble been so blind and fierce.
Okay, Janris, what happened here?
Serfs in red headscarves burst into the chapel and started shooting. Their leader made for the relic, the remains of honorable rogue traders brought here from the mutant-sullied crypt, and when I realized that the sacred ashes of your ancestors were about to fall into the filthy hands of a heretic, one intent on desecrating the glorious dynasty, no, that could not be allowed to happen. I blocked his path.
Janris briefly closes his eyes, gathering his strength.
The bastard allowed himself a few vile insults against me, which I am obliged to omit, but I did not give in to the provocation. I was hoping to buy myself some time.
Then the so-called Nemesite started reviling the customs of the ship, berating its officers and enforcers, before insulting the very name of your lordship yourself. I threw my gloves in his face and demanded a duel, but the honorless villain just shot me. He laughed at me, the depraved creature. He winces either from a new burst of pain or from the memory of humiliation so he recently endured.
And then he committed sacrilege by stealing the relic and shattering the sarcophagus. Forgive me, your lordship. I have failed to preserve the sacred ashes of your ancestors.
Okay, inspect the empty altar behind him.
The reliquary has been brutally smashed, and the bed on which the sacred ashes of past rogue traders and their servants once rested is now empty.
How exactly did he insult me?
I beg forgiveness, your lordship. I dare not repeat this slander.
I insist, what did he say about me?
He called you a ghoul who sits on a throne of bones, feasting on the raw flesh of his servants. Forgive me, your lordship. Merely repeating these foul words is making me ill.
Why did you wish to see me so urgently?
I had to apologize to you. I had to repent.
He grimaces bitterly.
For many years, I did my best to serve the dynasty, but at the most crucial hour, I failed. Shame scorches my pathetic, cowardly heart, your lordship. I had to tell you how deeply remorseful I am.
Hold on, Janris. I will not let you die here.
Proud to serve the dynasty.
Janris' thoughts are becoming muddled.
The papers, your lordship. Have the clerk double-check the freight bills. I did not have time to get the seals. My will is in the left-hand drawer.
How badly is the High Factotum wounded?
He's losing a lot of blood.
The Medicae officer casts a worried look at you.
I advise you to hurry. Master Danrock should be on the chirurgeon's table as soon as possible. I am holding on, your lordship. Worry not. What matters now is that you recover the relic.
The factotum groans as the Medicae officer pulls the blood-soaked bandages aside and shakes his head dolefully.
Some miracle preserved Master Danrock's life long enough that he might address you. His fate now rests in the hands of the Emperor. May he show mercy to this selfless man.
Einrich, did you see the attack?
I did not. I was on my way to offer a prayer when I heard gunfire and ran as fast as I could. When I got here, I saw Master Danrock, and I think the next thing I did was just to press his wound and spout curses.
Einrich looks at his bloodied hands in confusion.
So much for being a heroic repairman. I wasn't much use, was I?
I will strangle this Nemesite with my own 2 hands.
May the Emperor protect your...
The factotum's eyes roll back as his enormous frame gives a convulsive shudder. The Medicae officer snatches a syringe of stimulant and speaks decisively.
Apologies, your lordship, but we are taking Master Danrock away. He is unable to tell you anything more at present, and every second of delay could cost him his life.
Okay.
Einrich watches the limp body of the factotum get carried away and chews grimly on the low stick that has appeared between his teeth.
So, what do we have so far? Master Danrock is on his deathbed, all the attackers are either dead or have absconded along with the sacred relic, and the witnesses all agree on this one thing: Nemesite and his accomplices came out of nowhere and struck suddenly. Only the throne knows where we can find these bastards now.
We will find them.
Sourback's voice is full of terrible fury.
We will turn this vessel inside out if we must. There is nowhere even a void rat can. There is no need. The Blood's whisper will lead us to Nemesite.
Kibellah's words make the two exchange puzzled glances.
The Blood's Whisper? Did you perform another divination?
Yes and no. His tarot guided me here and told me of the evil that lurked in the shrine. But beyond that, the bloody path carelessly tread by the raiders will reveal the truth. With all due respect, Spinner, the enforcers have already questioned all the witnesses and compiled an extensive list of evidence, none of which tells us anything about how or where the troublemaker calling himself Nemesite might have escaped to.
See, Jocasta? It seems to me that your enforcers could learn much from these death cultists.
Undoubtedly, Lord Captain.
She presses her lips into a thin line.
Perhaps the Servant of Death will share her insights, that we might all understand what happened here and what we should do next.
Yeah, Kibellah, tell us everything you know.
Kibellah sharply turns to face the crimson splashes on the floor and walls of the shrine. Her pupils dilate, threatening to drown her irises in darkness. Her expression turns distant, her voice becoming low and strange.
This blood is drawn in a pattern of retribution. The one who spilt it appeared later. They moved swiftly and furiously, numb to their own wounds. An enforcer who was drawn to the gunfire and witnessed the sacrilege? Probably. As for this pattern,
Kibellah points to a barely visible chain of scarlet droplets.
it was made in fury and desperation. The one who left it was wounded, but they did not flee. They fought back while they could, and then they retreated, into the darkness.
Kibellah's eyes close and she falls silent. Then she exhales sharply and points a steel claw.
Into the darkness of the maintenance tunnels hidden within the walls of the shrine.
And you glean all that from a couple of bloodstains? Or did you have a vision? So if the attack, yeah.
There is no need for revelations from the Undying Emperor here. For one who has dedicated their life to understanding the tenets of the web, death speaks a language clearer than any words. Blood writes the chronicle of the final hour, and it holds all the answers. It speaks to me. It can tell me with what instrument it was spilt, what its owner felt, whether they struggled in terror or were as cold as the steel of a blade, at what moment and how the thread snapped. For a spinner, no two wounds are alike, and each scarlet drop carries a message from the Undying One.
I'm glad she's on our side.
Einrich scratches the back of his head, smiling wryly.
Yeah, if the attackers have escaped through the maintenance tunnels, we can send in the enforcers after them.
The technical corridors extend hundreds of meters in different directions. Nemesite and his men must be familiar with the tunnels and possess either a map or a guide. Without a clear trail, the enforcers risk getting lost and wasting valuable time, not to mention the fact that those narrow tunnels are perfect for an ambush.
So we still have no idea where to find Nemesite.
The tunnels only answer the question of how he left. Now death will tell us where he was heading.
As if in a trance, Kibellah leans over a body and peers into its eyes.
He stinks of smoke. The smoke of singed coveralls, balo sticks, burnt sacred unguents, and charred meat.
She slides a pale hand along the dead man's skin and snakes it under the sleeve of his coveralls, which she pushes back to reveal a fresh burn, bandaged with a torn scrap of shirt. Her steel claws dig into the dead man's arm.
Your wound holds the answer. You dressed it carefully, not inside the shrine. Before that, something struck you, ripped the tissue apart, burned you, turned your hand into a worthless lump. It was not fire, no.
Drawing a ragged breath, Kibellah opens her eyes.
The fury of the conductive charge. It has marked you, heretic. I recognize your wound, for I myself have encountered it on those I take to the other side within the plasma drive chambers.
The plasma drive chambers? Are you certain?
The Undying One has blessed me with the ability to see the truth in death. How can anyone doubt the revelations his blessing bestows?
I can't say if it's worth drawing conclusions based on a conversation with a corpse, but if it is, then I concur with the esteemed spinner's findings.
The Infernus Master spits out the chewed-up glow stick and immediately produces another.
All that about burns, the conductive charge, and the smell of cheap low immediately made me think of the plasma drive technical compartments. Makes sense to me.
Sourback, gather the enforcers. We will follow Nemesite's trail.
No, Dominrel. You must stay. You are the one that Nemesite has challenged, and those we hunt know you by sight. You will frighten away the prey, and we will lose the trail until the next tragedy occurs.
Kibellah's unblinking gaze meets your own.
So what do you suggest we do, Kibellah?
I will go to the plasma drive chambers alone. I will track down the false champion and all who serve him, and I will prepare the grounds for your own hunt. Out of the question. An enforcer squad would certainly scare off the vermin, but I am not letting you go alone, servant of death. You and I will go to the chambers together, and together we will bring down all who have dared to insult the Lord Captain.
I'm going too. I have a couple of good friends in the plasma drive chambers, the nosy kind who know everything about everyone. Convincing them shouldn't be difficult, especially if I pull a few favors. It'll be the three of us, then. What a company!
Einrich's grim laughter echoes inside the shrine. There is an awkward pause. Kibellah takes a long look at the officers' faces before finally nodding her assent.
So be it, but not like this. Much like your faces, your guises are too conspicuous. So Kibellah is right. It would be prudent to use a disguise.
The enforcers will procure regular work clothes for us. We will carry only inconspicuous weapons that we can hide easily in our tool bags. It will help us blend in with the crowd. Before I depart to hunt for Nemesite, I ask the Daemon to bless me. I pledged never to leave your side, yet the hunt demands that I do just that. Grant me this permission by performing the ceremony of twining.
Kibellah nods toward the altar.
When your people have taken their leave, under the gaze of the Undying One, we will begin the rite.
Well, be careful, Kibellah. I don't want to lose you. Okay, what is this ceremony?
The rite of blessing for the sacred hunt. With it, the Daemon casts their shadow over the path of carnage. Under your benediction, I will strike harder and tread more softly.
Okay. Very well, let the ceremony commence. With your permission, Lord Captain, the Infernus Master and I will take our leave now and set out to prepare for the descent into the chambers.
We dare not intrude, your lordship.
Sit down now, Dominrel, and listen. Let the ceremony of twining begin.
Using a finely honed blade, Kibellah carves an intricate symbol into the floor. She then produces a small bundle wrapped in incense-laden parchment and sets it alight.
You are my Daemon. I am your blade, and I am honed by your blessing. My arms are strong while your will is strong. And as long as the Undying One hears your prayers, my feet will go unheard.
Her blade kisses her palm, and dark blood begins to trickle and spread over the bottom of the ritual cup that has just now appeared in her hands.
With our blood, with our will, we shall spin a scarlet web, the symbol of the hunt. May it herald our prey's demise.
Kibellah puts the dagger into your hand, and you suddenly feel how heavy your eyelids have become. Your heartbeat slows inside your chest. Her words linger, then rush through your mind in a deluge. The heavy scent of incense envelopes you and makes your head spin.
I feel strange. What is happening?
For the twining to happen, you must first expand your mind, see the unseen, hear the unheard. Those who live and die by the tenets of the web often burn sacred essences, and your body is not yet accustomed to them, Dominrel. Your mind is trying to grasp at its new boundaries. Do not resist. Breathe deeply. Learn.
Must I really wound myself for this?
The price of victory, the price of defeat, is always measured in blood. Give the Undying One but a few drops today, and he may prevent your flagship from running thick with scarlet rivers tomorrow.
Okay, make a small cut on your palm.
The pain gives way to a burning sensation as Kibellah grasps your hand and squeezes it over the ritual cup. But this new discomfort is quickly replaced again, this time by a dull numbness and the faint warmth of blood flowing from your open wound.
The twining is the blood oath I have made to my lord.
Kibellah dips her fingers in the spilt blood and traces a symbol, first on her own forehead, then on yours. It appears to resemble a blade that is cutting through an intricate knot.
Anoint me with your blessing, Dominrel, and may the ceremony of twining commence.
Kibellah's face blurs before your eyes. No matter how hard you try to focus and dispel the vision, in place of her face, you see a death mask, a broken skull with hollow eye sockets.
I see strange things within you and without.
The skull grins benignantly.
You are learning to see what is hidden behind the familiar shell. Keep practicing, and years later you will be able to see the truth even with your eyes closed.
May your fury and resolve be unshakable.
One who follows the thread of the web fights not out of rage, but with a mind as cold as stone. Nevertheless, rage can become a potent weapon in the hands of a punisher. I understand, Dominrel. I accept your blessing.
Kibellah thinks for a moment.
Your body cannot accompany us on this chase, Domin. But your spirit, there is nothing the spirit cannot do. The twining is complete. You and I are now bound by the blood oath. Think of me while I hunt, as will I think of you. Become a thought flowing through my mind. If the Undying One is gracious to us, he will send you dreams, and in those dreams you will see me. If he is more gracious still, those dreams will be truthful.
So I would become a part of you? What does that mean?
Your spirit will come with me to the plasma drive chambers while your body remains motionless. If the Undying One graces you, you will hear what I hear, see what I see. You will think my thoughts as if they were your own. But if you shout out to me, if you give me an order, I will not hear it. Only the ripples of your mind can reach me through the winding thread.
Oh, yeah, I trust you, Kibellah. Let us begin.
You perceive a faint smile from beneath the death mask. Kibellah hands you the cup and begins tracing her finger around the bottom while whispering a prayer.
Watch now, Dominrel. What is thy seeing I behold in the converging patterns of blood?
She draws your attention to the symbols she has inscribed. You see shifting images in the blood, a spider crafting a fine web, blurred shadows that could resemble either a swarm of void rats or an enraged hound, crossed blades, a card of the Emperor's Tarot, but as soon as your gaze lingers on any of them, reality bleeds through the fluid shapes.
Soon your spirit will be able to follow me. I will bid the servants to carry your body to your chambers, where you will not be disturbed. Wait in silence and safety. For me, the hunt has begun.
Kibellah's footsteps fade away, melting into the same impenetrable darkness in which your consciousness is extinguished.
Am I playing as Kibellah now? Yep. Stale air, oppressive noise, the hum and whir of machinery drown out all thoughts. This place rings with